transforming a point cloud into a 3D mesh using MATLAB to export the point cloud file and then Meshlab to create the actual mesh. So this is my MATLAB file where I create my point cloud, and I use the point cloud out object, which the PC write, which writes a point cloud to a file, and I'm writing in the .fly format, which Meshlab can read. So then I go to Meshlab and I can open up. I can make this is a new project, and I can open up a file with my point cloud in it. So here's cloud out, which is the name of the file name that I chose. And so you can see, it's really hard to see in the video. Yeah, here we go. This is my point cloud from MATLAB. So you can see there's the edges of the bench and the top of it, and the two ways in which the sort of scans go. And so now I'm going to change the render so that I can show the normals and apply a filter to compute normals for the point sets. So I'm just going to change a couple of these values. And so now you can see it has sort of normal vectors for all the different points. And so what I did here is then you go to remeshing, simplification, and reconstruction, and you use your normals that you just used to do surface reconstruction with this method. And I'm just going to leave the default settings. I'll show another point cloud with my actual tuned data, but then you apply the Poisson mesh, and should be able to see it in a second here once it finishes working. And so yeah, so it creates a surface with from all the normals. But so as you can see here, my surface is sort of convoluted. I'll open up my other file where I already did some sort of working on it, sort of changing directions, varying parameters, and you can see it's much more cleaned up. There's still sort of a weird hole in the middle, but let's see. If I show the normals, you can see I got the normals much more aligned in this view. But you can see the top of the bench and the different sides. So that's like one of the low benches on the sides, and this is sort of how the bench with the actual bench seat with the back showed up in the video. Here it's a little bit more clear where I'm missing some data points. So for the future, I want to, as always, collect more data, get better screen data. Something that I thought was interesting was the way in which the slats in the table showed up. They sort of look like rods, but you can really see the pattern that the table has on it. Alright, that's how to create a point cloud with Meshlab out of MATLAB. Remember, it's that showing normals, creating the normals through the filters, and then creating that surface reconstruction to create the actual mesh. And then a lot of cleaning up through manual editing and parameter varying.